Hi, I am Sentimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set number 76995, Shadows Escape. And may I start by saying, wow, LEGO Sonic is a thing now? Alright. So, I got the LEGO set featuring Shadow the Hedgehog, because of course I would. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. He's an awesome character, I think. He looks awesome, at least. So now, looking at the box, here we have a look at the box from the front. Here we have LEGO, the iconic Sonic the Hedgehog logo. Up here we have 8 ages 8+, we have the set number, we have the name of the set. Down here at this corner we have the number of parts for the set. And down at this corner is the iconic little blue hedgehog himself. And up here you do get your nice upfront product shots of Shadow with his pretty cool looking bike, to be honest. This little build in the background, as well as this little robot rhino thing. That's cool. Apparently they're in some sort of like highway bridge of some sorts, and they're in like a nighttime city, so that's cool. Taking a look at the top of the box, here we have the Sonic logo, here we have Shadow and the Rhino robot, which is called Rhinobot Maximize. And here we have our one-to-one image with Shadow. Our one-to-one image of Shadow, so he's like that big. Down here on this side is Sonic the Hedgehog, and random word and all kinds of words and stuff. No one under ages 3 and minus. I don't know if this is actually a purpose of if this is actually purposely detailed, or if the box is just damaged. I'm gonna have to look at another one of these boxes to confirm. But from here, it kind of looks like the Rhinobot is like leaking his saliva or something directly onto Sonic. So that's an interesting little detail, if that was intentional. But anyways, here we have this side. It has LEGO and Sonic set number, and here we have an image of Shadow unlegofied. Here on the bottom, you get some random miscellaneous things like the advertisement for the apps and the scan codes and the recycling symbols or recycling triangles and other random things. And here is the box from the back. So here we can see some features like some random parts moving around in this little side build. We have Shadow inside of this little side build. And here we have the Rhinobot carrying a little chicken. That's neat. A little chicken. He's a little bitty chicken. That's cool, I guess. It's definitely cute, at least. But now with that out of the way, we can open the box. Now, you do get these thumb tabs, which you would normally just like push your thumb and like tear the box open. But I'm gonna do it in a slightly more civilized way. It's like, or at least try to. Come on. Okay, now with that open, now with that, we can now get this open. Come on. Let's try getting this open without absolutely ripping everything apart. Oh well. So anyways, we have alright. So we dumped everything out. Now we can close up the box. I said close up the box and set it aside. Neat. Now here we have a parts bag number 1, a parts bag number 2, and the instructions sheet. Very neat and civilized. Like, let's get this cardboard machine off. Now let's open the bags. So, we take this, we carefully just rip the thing open so we can check out the parts. Dump the baggie open, and you do get a smaller bag in here. So first we shall check out this little thing. And first I'm gonna pick this one out. Here we have Shadow's head, done up in Lego form. It's honestly not too bad. I do like how this looks. It does look pretty neat. And here we have his minifigure torso and legs. Honestly, these aren't really that. Give me a second. They honestly don't look like this. They don't look like this, you know? The head, which is kind of weird because the head definitely looks like Shadow, but the rest of his body looks like a Roland minifigure, a typical minifigure. Like, that's honestly fine. That's like how Lego does things with their figures. But it's still kind of weird. But anyways, we do get a couple of these larger pieces. Pretty neat. Cool. We get a couple of... We do get a couple of wheels. Do get this nice wheel in red, which is kind of cool. Then we get the slightly larger wheel in gray. And then we have tires for their respective wheel rims. We do get one of these pieces in red, which is like, has like these edges on them. Kind of cool. We do get a couple of these parts, both with the same printing. And these are printing. I honestly thought these would be stickers. But nope, they're printing, so that's neat, I guess. Do get this part. It's one of those snot bricks with studs on all sides except for this one, this side and the underside. We do get this piece, which is pretty neat. It's a nice slope piece. Here we get a couple of these pieces in black. And this part, we have this gray part with the Technic extension things. Never seen that piece before. That's cool. We do get each one of these parts in that school bus yellow. Get a couple of these parts in white. A couple of these snot brick pieces in white. Do get this part with this little part thing. Do get a 2x6 in black. Do get a 2x2 tile in black. Do get a Technic brick with an axle hole in it, as well as this 3-axle extension bushing piece. I'm very familiar with that piece. Okay, we do get a couple of these standard 2x2 plates with the studs on them in gray. We do get this piece in black with the ratchet nub in it. We do get a ratcheting clip to go with that. Do get a couple of these snot brick parts in black. We do get this little piece in gray. We do get a couple of these parts in red, as well as some hinge and clip pieces. So 3 of these in the dark gray. This and this in the light gray, and a couple of these double clip pieces in white. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Now let's check out the smaller bag. Boom. So here we have a lot of these small things. So we get a couple of these round 2x2 tiles with this really cool looking print on it. Pretty cool. Here we get that little chicken from the box art. Really neat. Really cute little chicken. We get some pretty interesting parts. Do get some Technic stuff, which is pretty fun to see. Do get some of these, which are cool. Pretty cool. Get a couple, or get one of these. That's fun. We get a few of these parts. We also get a couple of these painting tools in black. So we do get those. That's cool. Do get this part in red. Cool. And the parts here are really small. We do get a good bit of small parts. Some bar pieces, some 1x1 studs, some 1x2 plates, some snot bricks, some slopes, some of these parts. Do get some of these point G slopes and pyramid pieces. Really nice. And some clips and stuff. Really nice. Do get a nice range of little parts in there. So we have that. Now let's get into bag 2. Baggie number 2. So baggie number 2. Hold on. Opens pretty easily. Let's dump the rest of these parts out. Set the bag aside. Of course, this one comes with another small bag. And here we have this baggie of parts. And here we have this translucent window piece. Really nice. Do get a couple of these really tall bricks in gray. Do get a lot of like standard stuff like wheel. This part is interesting. What? So this like a little like Technic piece, but with this like technical going parallel with this with the rest of this part and the 2 holes here and here. This is very interesting. Very interesting part indeed. Do get one of these stone pieces in orange. Do get some bricks, some plates, some half tiles, some of these parts, some little Technic stuff, some tiles, some snot pieces. No. Oh, and a printed, and this part with this print on it, with shadow, probably like showing like little things about them. All right, looks pretty good. And of course, we can take a look at this small baggie of parts. Boom. 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 Alright. So here we get some interesting parts like this. This is a cool part. We also get this part, which is pretty cool. So this part is basically a lot like this piece, but it has studs at each like end, and the corner of this part is rounded off. That's interesting. How many of those do we have? Okay, we have 2 of them in black in this set, so that's cool. That's really cool. So we get some Technic bricks, obviously some 1x1 square piece studs, get some 1x2 plates, we get some 1x2 tiles, we get some cheese slopes, some 1x1 studs, some jumper plate. I think we only get 1 jumper plate here, but whatever. Get some snot bricks. Some of these Technic studs in red, as well as a couple of these pieces in black. Really nice. As well as these parts in red. This part's rather interesting. I've only gotten these in like variants of these in like various bootlegs, but this is like my first time getting like these sort of parts officially, so that's gonna be interesting to mess around with. That's all right. So we get, and yes, we also get some 1x1 rounded tiles. Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, we also get some of these school bus yellow ones with this eyeball printing. If the camera, there we go. So we do get some of those. How many of those do we get? We at least get 3. Cool. So the amount of parts in this set is pretty interesting. I guess we can take a quick look at the instructions. So we can open this up. Here we have so this was interesting because I remember seeing this set getting revealed, and I thought, and with this, and with the announcements and stuff, I also heard some details through the reveal. I thought this set was going to come in these paper bags rather than these plastic ones. Rather strange. I honestly was expecting those paper bags, but okay. So anyways, we could build our stuff. Here we can build Sonic and first page and all this. We can skip all that. Here's the back of the page. Very plain compared to what I'm used to. In terms of this back of the page win thing. But anyways, opening that, we do get a parts list. So that's always neat. Turning the page. Here we see the other Sonic the Hedgehog sets that one might also get. Let's focus it up. Can we focus it up? No? No? Alright. So anyways, we have this shadow one. We have this one. I'm not going to bore you too much with all this. But it honestly is rather interesting, I think. Pretty cool. And here we have the finished product. Pretty interesting. It is a neat little it is kind of thick. It's I don't know why, but I was honestly expecting this particular book to be a little bit thinner. I don't know why, but I just thought that might have been the case. But anyway, with that, I think that'll be it for this video. If you liked the video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want to. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.